Starting off with a unique cutscene leading to a conversation with our old homie Elder Kettle who gives you the magic juice. We gotta play the tutorial. Exactly, it's Cuphead time. I'm gonna be raiding every boss from Cuphead isle by isle. This part contains bosses from Inkwell Isle 1 and 2, so stay tuned for the following parts. Without much further ado, let's get right into the raiding. A pack of 3 or 4, considering the secret phase root vegetables. Starting off with Mr. Potato, who shoots dirt and worms at you. He speeds up his attacks, but that's it from his side. If you spare the onion, you get the secret phase with the radish boss. He just spins around, making the carrot boss fight a little harder. The carrot is also a piece of cake cause he's just sending projectiles at you. A basic boss fight to begin with, 5 out of 10 coins for him. Ribby and Croaks, 2 frog hooligans who own a restaurant on a ship. They got 3 different phases, 2 in which both frogs are separated and 1 where they turn into a slot machine. In the first phase, 1 frog throws fists and the other one spits out some fireflies. In the second phase, they create a windmill and also throw some twirly punches at you. Last phase. Now it's time to become a goddamn slot machine. There are different types of attacks of the slot machine. A tiger, snake and a bull. Between each attacks the slot machine shoots coins at you. That's basically it for this fight. Also pretty simple, but I enjoyed fighting them. 6 out of 10 coins for them. After completing the Mausoleum, I could have entered the DLC, but nah, let's keep that for later. I entered the run and gun levels to get some coins, also for later purposes. Goopy Le Grande, a blue ball. He jumps around and shrieks you, then he pops some pills and gets bigger and tries to punch you. And then he gets smashed by a tombstone and tries to smash you? I don't know, to be honest this boss fight is pretty boring, so yeah. 3 out of 10 coins from me. Hilda Berg. This is your first plane boss fight. Plane fights are different because you're a plane. Anyway, starting off with her first phase, where she laughs at you and sends mini planes to attack you. This phase will be between every phase until the last one. Only thing that changes is that she breathes tornadoes. Second phase is the Taurus phase. Just dodge his horns and the minions. Third phase, the Gemini, a rotating firing fire thing and her minions. Her final phase is the Crescent Moon. You have to dodge the UFOs, the red ones activate while you're beneath them and the golden ones activate randomly. That was Hilda Berg. 7 out of 10 coins for her. The hard work pays off, so I'm spending the coins on the spread shot and smoke dash. It's time for the last boss on Inkwell Isle 1. Cagney Carnation is a tall carnation flower. The moveset in phase 1 really differs. You have to dodge its stretching face, some seed which turn into flower monsters, some bird boomerangs, and I don't even know what the fuck this is. Maybe some carrot thingies? In the final phase, it has its hands sticking into the ground and the thorns pop up, leaving you with only 1 plateau to stand on while shooting seeds again. Basic boss fight, but I kinda love it, so 8 out of 10 coins for the plant. Before entering Isle 2, I visited Pork Rind and bought the lobber. The lobber is pretty good in general and also very useful for an upcoming boss. So, here we are. Inkwell Isle 2. We're starting straight up with the first boss on my list. Djimmi the Great is a red muscular genie. He has 5 phases and also a secret phase. His first phase can either be this chest, which throws a treasure at you, or little cats, which are flying, or some swords, which charge you. His second phase is this pillar phase, where you have to dodge between those saw blades. Third phase can be kinda cheesed through a speedrun strat I've seen. Cheese. It's pretty easy. Phase 4 can be different, depends on if you're a big or a small plane. Big plane is a big Cuphead and small is a small one. The last phase is a pyramid Illuminati kind of phase. The pyramids shoot lasers while Djimmi shoots beams at you. That's all for Djimmi the Great. 6 out of 10 coins for him. Baroness Von Bon Bon is a woman women dressed in pink. Before actually fighting her, you have to fight against 3 of her minions. There are 5 in total and I didn't fight against these. First up is Sergeant Gumbo Gumball, a gumball machine which shoots gumballs. Second we have Pac-Man's brother Lord Gobpacker. He chases you around the arena. And at third we have Colonel Von Pop. He randomly flies an 8-figure. Final phase now with Howl's moving castle. It's time to fight Von Bon Bon. As the castle chases you around, she throws her head, which then aims at you for a short period of time. Howl's castle rolls out some patsy mantles, which are by the way parryable. The boss fight itself is to be honest fine, so 6 out of 10 coins for her. Wally Warbles, our beloved burb. This boy was really getting on my nerves. He has 3 phases. First has a few attacks. His head forms into a hand shooting 3 bullets. Also he shoots eggs out of his mouth which split on impact. He then begins to shake all his feathers out which you have to dodge. Kinda reminds me of Geometry Dash. Second phase is Wally Warbles, a small burp. He shoots lasers while being surrounded by spiky eggs. Third and last phase, Wally is now being carried in a bed by smaller burps. There are a lot of projectiles you need to deal with and I kinda forgot to get the bomb attack for the plane, so this was pain. Anyway, all in all a fine boss, 6 out of 10 coins for him. Second Mausoleum! Grim Matchstick, a green dragon which turns into a hydra in his final phase. His first phase contains 3 or 4 rings, of which the last one is always parryable, and he shoots some fireballs. In his second phase he rolls out his tongue and some small fire soldiers jump in your direction. As his final form, the background changes to a heavy storm and the dragon turns into a hydra. It shoots small fire orbs, which divide into 4 flames when shot. Also one of the heads turn into a flamethrower. I actually like this boss and it kinda is one of my faves. 9 out of 10 coins for Grim. The last boss for this video and on Isle 2 is Beppi the Clown. He sits in his bumper car trying to bump you while some ducks carry exploding lamps. As his second phase, he turns into a balloon thingy and pumps up doggo balloons. A roller coaster tries to interfere with you and drives from the back into the foreground. In phase 3, he sits on a either green or yellow donkey, shooting horseshoes. As his final phase, he turns into a carousel. The roller coaster is going nuts and he spawns some penguins throwing baseballs at you. All in all, a very cool boss. 8 out of 10 coins for him. That was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Stay tuned for the upcoming parts where I will cover Inkwell Isle 3, the Inkwell Hell and the DLC. As always, have a great day and see you in the next video.